about 30 kilometers from the town of Cape Town, we have traveled to Stellenbosch in South Africa. Hello again, everybody. I'm Peter Graves, happy to be with you here on the Outdoor Life Network for stop number 2 of the Grundig UCI Mountain Bike World Cup. This is a downhill event now, and we've all traveled down here to enjoy not only the trails that abound here, but to also marvel in the 17th century Dutch architecture, in the wonderful food and magnificent wines that come from this area. But now the mountain bike racers that are here won't have a lot of time to check all that out, because today they focus in on the World Cup event. It's a downhill, 2.3 kilometers long, on a sandy, tough track that's awaiting the riders. Let's go to the call of today's race.
Welcome to the tip of Africa, to Stellenbosch, South Africa's second oldest town, for a feast of mountain biking. And this year the downhill has a partner, the fast and furious Dual World Series, pitting some of the world's best riders in exciting head-to-head competition. Course designer is Jacobs.
Well, it's a new form, sort of, that UCI's brought about. Mainly a head-to-head battle from the top to the bottom, with the old traditional dual slalom, with two riders on two different courses. Now there's two riders on one course, and I think it's, apart from just having pure power, you have to use your mind first.
We'll take a look at the women's tournament first. At the semi-final stage, we have Sari Jorgensen against Malin Lindgren, and Lisa Schur against Cherry Elliott. And looks like Lindgren has got the better start and take the early line. She tried to get that early berm. Oh, pushes out Jorgensen there. Malin Lindgren, the Scot rider, has the edge over Jorgensen coming across the line. I don't know whether there'll be a complaint there from Jorgensen. But the 24-year-old rider from Stockholm, riding for Scott International, takes that win. Looks like she's got it. She moves smoothly into the final. Looks like she's just trying to take over Jorgensen's line there, doesn't it? But Malin Lindgren, so important, riding a hardtail. You notice, Sari Jorgensen looks like she's riding her downhill bike, doesn't get the acceleration that you would get on a hardtail. We go back up the course, or we will be going back up the course, to Lisa Schur and Cherry Elliott. Probably the two favourites of the women's field, but unfortunately riding against each other in these the semi-finals. Lisa Schur, the Rotec White Brothers rider, used to ride for Barracuda Nautilus, and it looks like Cherry Elliott, the Maxis, the Maxis rider had the edge but loses it on the top berm. Lisa Schur is going to go through to the final. The 9th place rider in the Downhill World Cup from last year. Oh, my word! I think she was relaxing too much, didn't she? Schur walks over the line. Well, that was adventurous. Was it? Nice smile from Lisa there. Bows to the camera. Good stuff. Would have thought that Cherry Elliott might have had that, but she overcooked it in the berm, didn't she? Just watch this there, just going into that berm. Loses the front wheel and almost pushes Lisa Schur out of the window. Lisa Schur against Malin Lindgren, the Scott International rider, against the Rotec White Brothers rider. Lisa Schur on the left of your picture there, riding 2:03. Malin Lindgren, 2:04. I would expect Lisa Schur to get this, but Malin Lindgren does it. Oh, Lisa Schur comes off. Oh, what was the problem there? Wow. That's unfortunate, hoping for a better race in the final. And it looks like Malin Lindgren is going to take this with no problem there. I don't actually know what happened to Lisa Schur at the top of the course there. Smashes her visor. Hope she's okay. Let's just watch this here. I think yes, Lisa Schur catches the back wheel of Malin Lindgren. Didn't see that when they first started. In that slow motion replay, Lindgren came across the line of Lisa Schur. Do you specialise in dual slalom and dual racing?
No, it's downhill, the first one.
So this was the first one for you then?
No, I've done the dual slalom last year and the year before, so I like it. It's very funny.
Do you like this format of racing?
Yeah, I do. The course is good. It's like BMX. I've been riding for BMX for 3 years, but I can't jump, so...
It's Malin Lindgren of Sweden taking the victory in the first women's dual slalom of the season. She's followed by Lisa Scher of Laguna Beach, California. And it's Sari Jorgensen of Switzerland in third, edging out Sherry Elliott, the current U.S. national downhill champion. Stay tuned. When we return, it's the men's turn on the dual slalom course. Photographers and spectators beware.
This exclusive presentation of the Outdoor Life Network, the leader in outdoor adventure, is brought to you by I Love New York and by Chevrolet Trucks, the most dependable, longest-lasting trucks on the road.
What do you expect? This is New York.
Experience the adventure of the largest state park in America, right here in New York. For your free summer guide, call 1-800-I-LOVE-NY.
Ford claimed Expedition as biggest in its class because Chevy Suburban is so large. It's in a class of its own. We couldn't have said it better ourselves. Chevy Suburban is the largest, most powerful sport utility vehicle on the face of the planet.
And now to the men's semi-finals, with some well-known names in the last four. And the top four seeds at this event: Sean Palmer, Mike King, Eric Carter and Brian Lopes. All Americans, all Californians, and all superb dual specialists. Mike King, the team GT rider against Mongoose rider. Brian Lopes looks like King. He had to get the better start. Superb stuff from Mike King. This is a turn up to the boot. I think he's going to have the edge on Brian Lopes, although Brian Lopes is fighting hard now. Oh, intense stuff here. Mike King takes the win. Oh, excellent race from Mikey King. He's back on form. Well done, Mike. The Team GT rider had a superb start. So I hope we can go to that start there. No, we don't. We go to the second corner, the right-hand corner. He'd already had the advantage by then. His advantage was coming out the start gate. He was so quick. I'd love to see his reaction time there. Both riders riding hardtails. But Lopes fighting hard to get back there. Just loses it by a bike and a half length. I think he does. Wow. So, Palmer, the former intense rider, but still an intense person, riding against the king of smooth, Eric Carter, the Team GT rider, and it looks like Eric Carter has the better start, but Palmer goes, oh! Wow! Sean Palmer. He was determined not to be edged out by Eric Carter there, but he was indeed. Carter holding his line. Not surprised. Looks a tough boy, doesn't he? Short, stocky rider. Carter comes through there. Palmer not as strong. Just watch this slow motion replay. Palmer trying to edge Eric Carter out of that top berm there. Brilliant air. But he can't get the line though, can he? Carter had it. Palmer was trying to push him out of the way, and Carter was just determined, hey, you're not going to get my line. We go back up the course to the final between the two American Team GT riders. They'll be a happy sponsor, won't they? Mike King on the left-hand side of your picture. Eric Carter on the right-hand side. Eric Carter 12th at the Downhill World Championships in 1997. Mike King didn't even finish those, but he was Downhill World Champion in 1993, and it looks like both of them have got equal starts, but Kingy shows out too much. Oh! Takes out one of the course markers, and I think Mike King got the inside line there. Well, both finals, controversial. And I think that's Mike King, but I don't know whether we will have a rerun of that. But Eric Carter had a good line there, but lost it on the top of the inside berm. Goes across Mike Kingy's line. Kingy fights to stay in. Oh, catches one of the officials, the marshals there. And I don't know whether his bike actually didn't go outside of the racing line. So his body did, but, well, who knows? This is the first round of the duel. So I'm pretty sure that Mike Kingy, or should I say Kingy, won that.
Mike, that was a great win for you today. You must be very happy about that.
Yeah, I am. I'm glad that the GT bikes were 1 and 2 today. We had a good match with my teammate Eric Carter. And good day to start the year.
That was World Downhill Champion Mike King, the winner of today's dual slalom. Teammate Eric Carter settles for second, and it's Brian Lopes in third and Sean Palmer in fourth as the Americans sweep the top 4 spots in the dual slalom. Much more mountain bike action ahead. Highlights from the opening downhill of the 98 World Cup season when we return to Stellenbosch, South Africa.
You don't get in this kind of shape running on a treadmill. You do it with strength exercise, and I do it with a Bowflex. You know, if you're not working out with strength training right now, you need to. Because if you want to lose weight, you got to add the muscle, and that's why you need a Bowflex machine. It's like nothing else you've ever tried before. You've got over 60 exercises you can do on a Bowflex. You're never going to get bored. You can do a full workout in 20 minutes on a Bowflex machine. You're not going to believe how effective Bowflex is the first time you get on it. Bowflex may look a little different, but that's because we designed it to function correctly. Bowflex uses power rod resistance. Bowflex power rods are so effective that Bowflex guarantees results in 6 weeks or your money back. Try going to the gym and getting a guarantee on results. You won't find it. If you call and get our free videotape, you're going to see an effective workout and see how easy and quick and fun working out with Bowflex is.
Should the harp seal be hunted or protected? On Earth Day, we examine this raging eco-controversy as wildlife activists and hunters face off over this conservation icon. Harp seals, a search for balance, only on the Outdoor Life Network.
Ladies and gentlemen, the amazing RX 300. It's escape. Bring it to me. Bring me my prize.
The amazing four-wheel drive RX 300.
Close the gates!
Not just another SUV. It's like no other vehicle on Earth.
Welcome back to Stellenbosch, South Africa for the opening women's downhill of the 98 World Cup season. Current world champion Anne-Caroline Chausson of France will try to get off to a fast start today. She'll be challenged, though, by some tough American women, including Lee Donovan, a former world champion herself. Last year's winner here in South Africa, Elke Broutsart, should be strong as well. It's Broutsart who'll get things started for the women. Once again, here's Mark Bicycle.
Elke Broutsart, the Schwinn Toyota rider who won here last year, won her 3rd round of the World Cup last year. American rider with Belgian parents. But this course, in fact, I'd say it's radically different. It is radically different. It went down the other side of the mountain last year, so it is different, isn't it? Elke Broutsart, though, riding for Schwinn Toyota. Belgian descent. In fact, 1997 was her best year on the circuit. And I think the time through there, her intermediate time was something like 3:54. I just caught it slowly. Just that second. Broutsart, as I was saying, best year on the circuit last year. 5th in the World Cup, 4th at the World Championship. In fact, 3:49. That's the quickest split time for Elke Broutsart, the winner from 1997 here in Stellenbosch, South Africa. In fact, she won that round of the World Cup just after she won the first round of the American Series last year. It's called the National Off-Road Bicycle Association Series. So she started 97 with a bang, 2 wins, and in fact, I'm sure she will want to win this race. Who wouldn't? Fourth in the World Championships, as I said last year, that was her best position in the World Championship. Didn't do as well on the American circuit, but then she did concentrate on the World circuit. But her time, I think she's going to beat Sonia easily. 4:52.41. Excellent. Excellent riding from Broussard. She takes 10 seconds out of Sonia, pushes Sonia down into second spot. At the moment, Lee Donovan, the Mongoose rider, the 1995 world champion, 3rd overall in the World Cup last year. Very good dual slalom rider, very cheerful, fun-loving sort of person. And that was the steepest part of the course. The Nkosi Sikulele switchbacks.
Go, 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 go!
3:49.16. 3:40.61 for Lee Donovan. That is the quickest. So, no, it's not the quickest, is it? 3:40.61. Let me work this out for you. It is indeed the quickest time so far. Lee Donovan is doing well on this mountain. 3.3 kilometers long. It drops by 320 meters. It's fairly technical, and parts of it are indeed very fast. The slide is a very, very fast off-camber, left-to-right slope, where the riders can really hammer, and this would suit Lee Donovan, the Mongoose rider from Orange, California. Oh, no! There's a fall there. Come on, Lee, back on the bike. Just lost the front wheel, I believe. That's going to take the wind out of her. She's probably going to lose 5, 6, 7, 8 seconds there. The former world champion from 1995, 3rd overall in the World Cup last year. She won a round at Massanutten in America, but her time is going to be very good nonetheless, despite that fall. 4:48.17. Fabulous riding for Lee Donovan despite that fall. That may actually cost her dearly. Let's just see this action replay. Just loses a front wheel on those tree roots there, doesn't she? But here we have the world champion from 1997, Anne-Caroline Chausson from France, riding for Team Sun. This woman really obliterated everyone in the qualifiers. She did a time of 5:30.40. That was some 21 seconds faster than the next fastest rider, who was Marla Streb, the rider you saw just that very moment. But Anne-Caroline should be coming up to the intermediate time soon. Power courses do not suit this woman. She's a supreme bike handler, literally floats over obstacles. But she has been working on her fitness for a long, long time now. Trained possibly about 18 to 20 hours a week. Her intermediate time, 3:42.18, so she's not the fastest rider so far. That time is taken by Lee Donovan, 3:40.61, so it looks like Anne-Caroline has got to make up a couple of seconds on Lee Donovan, the 1995 world champion. This woman, Anne-Caroline Chausson, has won a world championship every year she has competed. 5 world championships, 3 as junior, 2 as a senior. But she's got to beat a time of 4:48.17. She's going to do that, I think. She's made up that gap at the intermediate. She is going to take this win. 4:44.38. First spot for Anne-Caroline Chausson.
I'm very happy, and it's a really good start to the season. Now there's a month and a half until the next race.
That was Anne-Caroline Chausson with an important win in the downhill season opener. She finishes in 4 minutes, 44.38 seconds. Then it's the American story. Lee Donovan in second, followed by Broussard of Colorado in third. Missy Giove settles for 4th place today, and Marla Streb rounds out the top 5. When we return, we've got highlights of the men's downhill opener from Stellenbosch.
This This exclusive presentation of the Outdoor Life Network, the leader in outdoor adventure, is brought to you by the new Lexus RX 300. Not just another SUV, it's like no other vehicle on earth. And by I Love New York.
Ce n'est qu'une étoile qui éclaire nos amours. Jamais, jamais je n'oublierai que...
C'est magnifique.
What did you expect? This is New York.
There are over 100 wineries right here in New York. For your free summer guide, call 1-800-I-LOVE-NY.
Introducing the amazing four-wheel drive RX 300. Not just another SUV. It's like no other vehicle on Earth.
Here in Stellenbosch, the men's downhill turned into a Franco-Spanish battle. Next rider down, number 9 rider, David Vasquez. As you would expect, a Spanish rider, now rides for Volvo Cannondale. He rode for Coronas Reebok last year in his first season on the World Cup circuit. First full season, that is. He did ride a couple of races in 1996. He came 9th overall last year. And he still is only 19 years old. In fact, if my maths is correct, he's 18 years old, so even better. He's beaten all of the other top Spanish racers, like Tommy Missa and Tommy's brother Pau, and indeed Oscar Seis Castani. Another one of the Volvo Cannondale riders, but David Vasquez, some call him the Wonder Kid, supremely talented and, like Tommy Missa, good at cross-country as well. His split time, 3:12.12. That is extremely good indeed. I can't give you the position at the moment. I'm trying to work them out in my head at the moment. But he's coming close to the finish now on this course that has got faster and faster for these riders. In the semi-finals, it was wet and slippery, but now Vasquez crosses the line in a time of 4:08.39. That's good enough for first spot. We are now back at the start hut with the world champion from 1997, Nicolas Voulios. He's wearing the world champion's jersey. Usually takes it easy in semi-final qualifying, hence his 9th position, 10.74 seconds behind the fastest man in the semis, Johan Engström, the Swedish Scot rider. His time was 4:48.27, but that has been obliterated in the final race so far. The fastest man, I can't help repeating myself, David Vasquez, 4:08.39. And there you can see the split time of Vasquez on the left of your screen, 3:12.12. Voulios' time, he's taken the lead at the intermediate stage, 3:11.25. You would have expected that from Nicolas Voulios, the 6-time world champion. Can you believe it? Every year he has competed, he has won a world championship. He's won 3 senior world championships and 3 junior world championships, and the Frenchman from Cap d'Aille in southern France is riding out of his skin suit. Didn't win a World Cup race last year, principally because he broke his left wrist at the beginning of the season and missed the first 2 rounds. He only came 10th overall in the World Cup, but he got better and better. Had a final place of third at Kaprun in 1997, but it looks like he's going to beat the time of David Vasquez. Nicolas Voulios, the world champion, crosses the line in 4:05.17. He takes the lead. Brilliant riding from Voulios.
It's changed a lot from last year, and I'm really happy with what they've managed to do to it. There's not much of a descent here, but these people have managed to turn it into a really superb course.
Nicolas Voulios clearly happy with this year's new course. Takes top honors with a time of 4 minutes, 5.17 seconds. Vasquez of Spain is second, with teammate Oscar Saiz in third position. Koch and Armour, the two French riders, finished fourth and fifth. The Downhill World Cup takes a break now for over a month, but the cross-country series resumes in Silves, Portugal. We've got all the action from the second round of the cross-country series on Saturday, May 2nd at 7 p.m. Eastern and Pacific. For more information on our comprehensive mountain biking and cycling schedule this summer, check out our website at www.greatoutdoors.com. For Peter Graves and Mark Bicycle, I'm John Connolly saying so long from Stellenbosch, South Africa. Thanks for joining us on the Outdoor Life Network, the leader in outdoor adventure programming.